Hi everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. Hope you had a great week. I certainly did. I was in the land of Eretz Israel, the land of Israel. It was very uplifting. You should definitely go again. This week's video is dedicated to Refuah Shlema for Nechama Bas Chai Rivka and Shalom Davar Mordechai ben Rachel, also as a Mazel Tov to the Pesach and Spurka family, Mazel Tov to David and Chaim Miriam Spurka on your wedding. You should build a Bayis Number Yisrael full of trust in Hashem, which is the theme of this week's Parsha in Haftorah. And in the Parsha, in Haftaras Bechkosai, the Torah tells us that the Jewish people go into exile due to the fact that they did not keep the laws of Shemitah, the sabbatical year, properly. And the sabbatical year is the year that the Jewish people are not allowed to plant at all in any of their fields. As a matter of fact, this year is a Shemitah year. I was just there, saw a bunch of signs all over that said this field keeps the laws of Shemitah. It's actually very inspiring. And but what is this? What are the laws of Shemitah? The laws of Shemitah is another way for a person to trust and channel his trust in Hashem. And in this week's Haftorah, Yirmiyahu goes into other reasons why the Jewish people are suffering calamities of going into exile. One of them is their idolatrous practices. They're still bowing down to idols, believing in idols, and using these little scapegoats, little mini trinkets or truffle, whatever they were able to get their hands of to try to get the upper hand in something, instead of just going straight to the source, straight to Hashem. Another reason is, like we just said, ignoring the laws of Shemitah. And the third reason is a general lack of trust in Hashem, Yirmiyahu as a third reason. Now, what do all three of these have in common? That's right, you guessed it. All three of them are a lack of trust in Hashem. You're going to bow down to an idol instead of Hashem. You're not going straight to the source because you don't trust. You think that the idol is going to help you better than Hashem can. You believe that the idol is more powerful and Hashem is quite limited. Meanwhile, it's obviously the exact opposite. You're ignoring the laws of Shemitah because you believe that your money is in your hands, and so therefore you're going to plant because you need to sell because you believe that your money comes from you, and instead of believing that your money actually comes from Hashem. And in general, throughout life, you don't trust in Hashem at all, and therefore that sent us into exile. And it's not only that we left the land of Israel and went to all the exiled nations that we've been exiled to, but we're kind of exiling ourselves by going away from Hashem. So Hashem says, instead of being close to me, okay, you're exiling yourself. You're putting yourself in a different camp away from me. And so the verse actually says, Ko ma Hashem, so says Hashem, cursed is the man that trusts in Hashem, Raje, and he puts his faith in flesh, in Hashem, Yasser Liway, but he completely removes his mind from Hashem. That means who's the curse going on? Somebody that completely obliterates Hashem from their existence. I mean, Hashem has nothing to do with anything in their life. There are other people that trust in Hashem, but they also trust in other people. For example, they'll go to a doctor because they believe that the doctor is somebody that Hashem put there as an agent to help him get better. And that's okay. But it's not the highest level. The highest level is going straight to Hashem. Straight to Hashem means Hashem told me I have to go to the doctor. The doctor is supposed to do what he's supposed to do, but I full trust it's only Hashem that's actually healing me. So what's wrong with trusting in people? Because people, they may want to help, but then they can change their mind. Hashem always wants to help, and he never changes his mind. B, a man, even if he wants to help you, but he might be quite limited. He just doesn't have the money to help. He wants to, but he can't help you. Hashem is not limited at all. So we have to know if we want Hashem. We want Hashem so much. So don't put ourselves into exile. Don't not have a relationship with Hashem. Don't not trust Hashem. Because to the contrary, that is a person is actually going to be cursed, both in this world and in the world to come. We need Hashem now more than ever because we're so muddled. Our brains are in such murky water. We can't see left and right. Nothing is clear anymore. Everything is so confused from what's the norm to what's not the norm to what's going on in the world, the attacks that are happening and everything that we're undergoing through. We need Hashem in this world. We need Hashem in our lives. And the end of the Haftorah finishes off. Yirmiyahu has a prayer. He says, Rafa'eni Hashem ve'ei Rafe. And we include this actually into our own prayers. Rafa'enu Hashem ve'ei Rafe. Hashem, heal me, and then I will be healed. The question is, what's a double expression? If Hashem heals you, of course you'll be healed. So there's a couple answers. But one answer I want to share with you is any time that we suffer a bodily affliction, it's because we're doing something wrong. We're doing something wrong spiritually. So therefore we say, Hashem, heal me spiritually. That way, physically, I will feel better as well. And so therefore, our trust in Hashem is usually where we go wrong spiritually. And that is what causes us to go in a downward spiral. And because we don't have that trust in Hashem, so we reach out for that avodah zarah, we reach out for that idolatry, we call on to other people, we put our trust into other people, and that causes our downward spiral. And that is usually the impetus for us to go down the wrong ways, because we don't trust Hashem. We don't have Hashem in the forefront of our mind. We think we're in charge of our business. Hashem is really the one in charge, and we have to put Hashem in charge. We put Hashem in charge. We will certainly be healed. We will certainly be blessed. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful Shabbos. And also, just to tell the chassan and kala, the bride and groom, that you're starting off your new marriage, but the main thing it's got to be built on is trust in Hashem. You trust in Hashem. The hardships will come up. You trust in Hashem. You'll have much blessing. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful Shabbos.